Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into another stock market video. In this one, we're going to get into another tool that can help you out in the long run. And personally, what I found is keeping track of what stocks you bought, you sell, how much money you made off of the transition, how much you bought it for, stuff like that. I find it good to keep a personal record on this. And I made a Excel tool sheet for this, so feel free to use it. The Dropbox link will be down below. Download it, use it. It's free, whatever it may be. But as far as things goes, I found when you transfer your assets from one company to another, you don't get the history behind it. Plus, on top of that, let's say for example you hold on to assets for multiple years. I found personally after about 6+ years, the right now with the federal regulations, firms have to keep at least 6 years of records, more or less. And what I found is after that, they just kind of dump your history. So with that being said, I found having a personal record tends to help out. And that way you can have a quick glance of saying, okay, these companies made me money and there was gains, and you can actually see how much of a gain there was versus all these I just had terrible time with. And it gives you a quick, easy thing to look at. So jumping on in, again, the link to download it will be in the description. It's a Dropbox link. So how this works is fairly simple, and I have it set up. So with here, basically we have a symbol area, and that's just where you put in the company's symbol. But the thing to note is the total, the gain and loss, and the other total. So basically how this works is basically the gain and loss looks at the buy and sell at so if we put in like say 12 and I don't know 15 there, just throw some arbitrary numbers in there, you can see that when 12 was higher it was in red. So for example, if we do something like that, but the neat thing is if it's an equal, it's blue. So basically if it's green, then you made money off of it. If it's red, then you lost money. If it's blue, then it's equal, you came out even. Obviously, keep in mind this is before any fees and any of that other stuff, but just as an overall, this lets you know how you're doing. So if you go a little bit further into here, if we say go like right here where we're doing one share and it's here, the total basically what it does is it looks at if we actually take a look at the formula, it looks at the amounts for the sell and the price of the sell, times that together. It also looks at the amount for the buy and the price of the buy and times that together, and it subtracts the sell side between the buy side, and that gives you the total amount. So in this case, let's say for example, if you went out of your way and you bought this given stock, whatever it may be, at $12 per share, and you only bought one share, and then you sold it later at $15 per share, and then you made only $3 out of the entire transition. Keep in mind, it's if you want to add the original buy into there, fine, whatever it may be. But what I found, what I personally just care about is how much money did I make or how much money did I lose. So like say for example, if I did something like this where I said I bought something, and no matter what I put on the sell side, if whatever I put on the buy side is higher as far as the price and whatever, it's going to turn red if it's a negative. So basically, let's say for this case, if I bought the thing at $11, it's sold at $1. Basically, I'm out $10. I lost $10 on that transition. And the cool thing with this though is the total on the right side. It gives the total of all this. So So basically what it does is it looks at all these and it says if you're in a plus or minus in your overall career of doing trading. And that's pretty much about it. The date, buy, sell, and symbol doesn't do anything. It's just reference material. What I found is it's best to fill in that type of stuff so you know, okay, this is when I bought it. Because I got stocks personally that are a couple years back, 5-10 years back. And the thing with the sell or the symbol is I can go ahead and search, find on page and search for the symbol in all the instances, and I can see, oh, this is the one I was wondering about, so, or maybe for tax reason I needed to know that, or so, whatever it may be. Again, the thing to note with this is it doesn't include things like taxes, fees, and other things. The reason why is mostly I don't know what it's going to be like on your end. And for the most part, what I found on my end, if I wanted to, I can add that into the total. So maybe, I don't know, if say for example, if I had a commission of $4, well, what I can do is how many times I bought. So for example, add another column and say, I don't know how many times did I buy or sell something. Take that number and times it by 4 or whatever number might be for the commission, and subtract it from the overall thing. So that 10, where I'll be out of 10, now it's out of 8. Or for the 3, I'll be, where I gained 3, I'll be out of $1. Well, no, actually more than that. But you get what I mean here. You can add things into here for commission, fees, and stuff of this nature. But I personally just don't care about that. I care more about how much I made overall, and it helps me to figure out, is this a good company to check it out again, or should I just avoid them altogether? Maybe I'm having a hard time reading their charts, but if I'm finding that that's one after another trade with them, even though it might be minor type of stuff, if I'm finding, say if I trade with them 30-40 times, in 90% of the time I'm fine. I need to take a look at that 10% of the time to figure out how much of a loss am I dealing with. So as far as that goes, hopefully this helps you out. Again, the link will be down in the description, and I'll see you next video. Hope you